Hi, in this video we will solve a problem of system of forces. The problem says, at what angle theta must the 800 pounds force be applied in order that the resultant capital letter R of the two forces have a magnitude of 2000 pounds. For this condition, determine the angle beta between capital letter R and the vertical. Now we can make a free body diagram with the force 1, that is 1400 pounds, and the force 2, that is 800 pounds. Now, to find theta, we can use the addition vectors with the parallelogram method, and we can draw the same vectors in the parallel side. And in the graphic method, we can say that the resultant is here. In the problem, we have 2000 pounds of the resultant. Now we can write the formula of cosine law. That say c squared is a squared plus b squared plus 2 times a times b times cosine of c. Now to find the value of this angle, we can clear this expression and we can have c squared minus a squared minus b squared equals to 2 times a times b cosine of c. Now we can clear the expression and we can pass on the other side this part, and we have c squared minus e squared minus b squared between 2 times a times b. This is equals to cosine of c. Now to clear this expression and eliminate the expression cosine, we can multiply both sides of the expression times cosine inverse. And we can clear this part. Now we have this expression is equals to c. Now we know that we have the resultant that is equals to 2000 pounds. The first one is 1400 pounds, and first two is equals to 800 pounds. Now for the triangle laws, we can calculate the components of the resultant as fx of forces in x is equals to f1x plus f2x equals to 0 in y-axis plus 800 sine of theta, and fay is equals to f1y plus f2y equals to 1400 plus 800 cosine of theta. Now, to find the value of theta, we can substitute the value of this formula, and we can have the resultant square equals to force 1 square plus force 2 square minus 2 times force 1, that is 1,400 pounds, plus 800, that is the force 2, times cosine of theta. In this case we can say that theta, talking about the parallelogram method, we can say that the sum of his angles inside is the sum of 316 degrees, and we have that is the half of the circle, and is 180 degrees, no? And we have here that is 180 degrees minus theta. Now we can clear this expression, and we have the same of this, that is the resultant square minus we can pass this part of the equation, minus 1,400 square minus 800 square equals to 2 times 1,400 plus 800 cosine of 180 degrees minus theta. Now we can say that for the law of identity, trigonometric identity, that this part of the equation, cosine of 180 degrees minus theta, is equals to minus cosine of theta. The identity trigonometric identity rule says that the cosine of A and B is equals to minus cosine of theta, and we can say that minus cosine of theta is equals a cosine of theta. Now we can follow clear this expression, and we have the resultant square minus the first 1 square minus the first 2 square between this part of the expression. 2 times 1400 plus 800 is equals to cosine of theta, because it is this, that is. Now we can clear this expression to eliminate the cosine by the multiply by cosine inverse the both sides of the expression, and we can cancel this expression and we have clear theta. Now we can do this operation and we have 2000 square minus 1400 square minus 800 square between 2 times 1400 times 800. Now we can have 5 between 8 and we can solve with cosine inverse of this answer, and we have 51.317. Now for the value of the significant value or digit, significant digit, we can say that we have 51.32 degrees. Now to find beta, we can use the arctangent that say that B in the triangle formed by the forces Now we can say that beta is equals time at arctangent times force in x between force in y. Talking about the resultant, we can clear this expression with these values f in x, f in y, and we have beta is equals to arctangent times (800) plus sine of theta, that is 51.32 degrees, between this value that is 1400 plus 800 plus cosine of theta, that is 51.32 degrees. And we have 624.518 between 1900.9194. The result of this is beta equal to 18.90 degrees. And we have theta and beta, that is the separation of the resultant with the vertical.